Scott Morrison is cracking down on charities. This is great. There are a lot of scams in the charities sector. The big question is, which charities will the government be targeting? The Morrison government aims to amend the laws governing charities so that any charity or even their supporters committing a minor misdemeanour could face deregistration or even be shut down. Now, the Liberals have a history of undermining charities, of targeting those charities which don't align with their ideological perspectives. NGOs too. The Howard government tried to tie NGO funding to make it that NGOs could not engage in political advocacy, no opinions as to government policy. And Tony Abbott was on the record saying he wanted to abolish the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profits Commission, the ACNC. This is the national regulator of charities, and when they couldn't do that, they installed Gary Johns. So Gary Johns is a former senior fellow of the IPA. The IPA advocates for all sorts of political things. It's anti-climate change, pro-fossil fuels. It advocates to privatise the ABC, yet the IPA is a charity. It has charitable status. And Gary Johns is on the record saying that charities should not be able to advocate for changes to government policy. Are they saying that Vinnies should not be able to advocate to government on homelessness policy? Or a domestic violence charity should not be able to advocate to government on their policies regarding domestic violence? Yet Johns thinks it's okay for charities to donate to political parties. We ran a story last year on a number of charities, including children's charities, donating to the New South Wales Liberal Party. And we questioned Gary Johns about this, given that the public position is there should be no political advocacy by charities. Here's what Johns had to say. Yes, we have to interpret the facts, and there is a high bar for interpretation, but that is the law. The law is that you have to have a charitable purpose, not a political purpose. This is a purposes test. So who makes this test? Who does this interpretation? Gary Johns. It comes down to Gary's interpretation of political purpose. The question arises, of course, why would you donate to a political party if you're a charity without any political purpose? There are some interesting charities out there. There's the IPA, AI Group, which advocates against domestic violence leave. The Melbourne Comedy Festival, that's a charity, but we've just stumbled across the craziest charity of all. The story by Michelle Fahey concerns a weapons charity. This is called the Aerospace, Maritime and Defence Foundation, AMDA. Now, AMDA is the organiser for Land Forces, which is a military and weapons expo, and it showcases the weapons that are manufactured by foreign multinational defence companies like Boeing, BAE Systems and Lockheed Martin. Its expos are also attended by representatives of foreign governments and military organisations. Several of AMDA's weapons manufacturing sponsors export to Saudi Arabia and the UAE, which are fighting a war against Yemen, starving the Yemeni population. Their bombs are killing women and children. Yet apparently the company that promotes all this, these weapons manufacturers, deserves to have charity status in Australia, relief from paying tax, which is not available to ordinary Australian citizens. Now here's the catch. AMDA says that it exists to help the general community in Australia. This apparently is its charitable purpose, but the general community is not even permitted to attend AMDA's weapons expos.
No, I'll get you to step out for me.
I can't go in?
Sorry, why have you not got a pass?
But I'm an arms dealer. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
AMDA has 24 full-time employees and a gross income over the past 2 years of $38 million. This is a charity for the merchants of death. It is subsidised by Australian taxpayers, by you and I. So there's a gross double standard operating here. Already, the government targets charities which it doesn't like, charities which draw attention to its failures on homelessness and the environment. Yet there's never a word spoken about the IPA or charities which promote weapons which kill people. The big change here appears to be the minor misdemeanor targeting. If charities and their supporters can be targeted for small things, that will allow the government to put pressure on the charities it doesn't like. The purpose of a charity is to help people. Who are the weapons promoters helping? Who is the IPA helping? Like this video if you'd like to see the double standard in the government's approach to charities eliminated.